If you've been thinking about growing more flowers from seed this year, you should really give zinnias a try. They're such a bee-friendly pollinator, wonderful cut flower that will not disappoint, and it will fill your gardens with vibrant colors throughout the summer.
This caught my attention for a couple of reasons. This is the homegrown brand of Zinnia Dahlia's seed pack. It comes with 524 seeds and it's an affordable price here on Amazon. It's non-GMO, so right away you know they've not been modified, and on top of it they're heirloom, and that means that they can be openly pollinated by anything like insects, wind, birds, and this has the USA stamp as well. On the back, it's got your regular guide for growing. It shows me that it's been freshly packed, but most impressively, it's this digital guide. I scanned it off camera and it gave me a lot more information for a beginner. That particular landing page should be a wealth of information. Anything from how to start it indoors, how to start it outside, how to make blooming season last, how often to sow it to have continuous zinnias and cut flowers in the garden. Now, if you're looking for dahlia seeds, this is not it, although the company has an impressive selection of seeds and more than just one flower or a vegetable. These are the dahlia variety of zinnias. So that means that the bloom is more of a dahlia style zinnia with a fuller flower head and really vibrant colors, which I personally love for cutting gardens, borders, and filling garden beds. Right out of the package, I see a few positive first impressions. First, the seed quantity is generous. You definitely get a lot of seeds in the pack, which is nice if you're planting larger flower beds using containers, succession sowing, or just experimenting with different growing areas.
Without a doubt, zinnias are best directly sown. But given that I'm in a zone 5B and I still have a month or so to go with the frost, and I'm already planting dahlia seeds, I said might as well try to grow a little bit inside of zinnias and transplant them as soon as my frost is over. The seeds are easy to work with. They're not like other tiny seeds where you can barely see them. Nonetheless, work with them. Here's what they look like.
I planted 50 seeds already and I barely put a dent in my package. I love that. I will grow these, plant them out, and also directly sow as soon as my frost ends. And what I like to do is just put them, my cells are little over here, the ones that I have left. The other cells already have seedlings in them for tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. So because my cells here are smaller, I like to only put one per cell and simply push it down. And after I pushed it down a little bit and it's covered, I'll go and get a handful of more soil and make sure that everything is completely covered. Not too deep though. Could I have made the holes beforehand? Totally. Definitely. Maybe it'd be better if you did that. I just find that I lose my row, but they're just flowers. It's meant to be therapeutic. I'm not going to be so strict. And just like that, my first tray is ready. I'm going to wash my hands, open the other seeds that I want to plant in this tray. I have another zinnia variety that I like. They're called Benari's Giant. They're beautiful. Here it is. And also some dahlia seeds that I'll plant in one of these trays. I like to do succession planting so that I can have fresh flowers for as long as I can. And after I'm done, actually, let me show you now. I'll plant the rest a little later. I'll practically take my tray and put it on a heat mat that I have prepared over here on my floor. I'm in my office during winter, but here's my little setup. I have a heat mat underneath and something built out of a PVC with grow lights. And I'll just put the dome on top and turn on the heat mat, and it substantially cuts the germination rate from, I think it's like 7 to 9 days. I sometimes get it down to 5 days. That's how fast it germinates in nice warm conditions. And as soon as some emerge, I will raise the dome and turn the light on and lower the light so they can have as much intensity as possible and grow healthy. Overall, my first impressions are positive. The quantity looks good, the variety looks beautiful, and zinnias themselves are usually one of the most rewarding flowers to grow because they germinate quickly and bloom heavily through the warmer months. They're very heat tolerant. Now we'll just have to see how these actually perform. I'm planning to compare germination rate and growth speeds and bloom quality between these two zinnias. So I'm excited to see how these do over the next several weeks.